Hello, Dutch Mama here, and I hear you're wanting to read through the Bible. I am so happy for you. That is so cool. If you read from Genesis through to Revelation, it's going to drive you bonkers. You are totally going to lose your concentration if you are anything like me. So, I'm going to show you something. This is the table of contents. Notice how it's not chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, but a list of names. That's because the Bible is a small library with different kinds of books in it. And they're clumped together by what kind of book it is. The books of the law are at the beginning, then some books of history, and then some poetry books, and then some prophetical books, and then some a little bit more history, and then some letters, and Revelation at the end. What I did that helped me is I printed off a list. And I would read one book, I'd cross it off, and then I'd pick a completely different book, and I'd read it and cross it off. That kept it fresh for me. I wasn't reading 4 books of the law at once and losing my concentration. I would read a book of the law, and then I'd jump over and I'd read a prophetical book. I'd read a book of the law, and then I'd jump over and I'd read one of Paul's letters. This helped me to stay focused, and I could read a long book like Isaiah, and then I could reward myself with a couple of short books like 1 John. I could read a book that I didn't enjoy so much, like Lamentations, and then I could read a book that I really liked, like Ruth. This helped me keep my focus. I have read through the Bible. I've lost count of how many times because I am not good at keeping track of that stuff. And every time I read it, something new sticks out to me because the stuff I'm reading this time around is building on the stuff that I read and saw last time. This book never gets old. If you have the grace for yourself to jump around in it. In fact, that's what the early church did. They didn't have all of these books clumped together like we do. Someone would have the book of Isaiah, and they'd bring it in, and everyone would read and learn that as good as they could. And then someone would find the book of Luke, and they'd bring it in, and everyone would study that as good as they could. They were jumping around that list. So yeah, have some grace for yourself. Jump around the list. You can do this. I'm proud of you. And good job. And have fun.